Hello, hello. Nefertiti. Hur mår ni? All right, so we're going to switch over to English because it's really a special, it's always special to be at Nefertiti, and it's definitely not Marcus's first time, which you'll hear about, and it's not my first time either. But it's the first time, actually, that Marcus and I are doing our podcast this moment live. It's not being broadcast live, but we're doing it in front of all of y'all, in front of a live audience. And since we want to, we call our podcast This Moment because it started in the pandemic. And it started because I was in Harlem, in Marcus's neighborhood, working and had to go home because of the pandemic. And we were talking on the phone so much and kind of, what would you call it, Marcus? I mean, we were ventilating and just talking about like what's going on in New York, what's going on in Stockholm. So we call our podcast a transatlantic bridge. So, even though we both speak Swedish, you all speak Swedish, that would be the natural language for us to communicate in. We want this to reach, our listeners who are in London, Nairobi, New York, LA, Paraguay, wherever.
Also, you thank to Earin for making this possible.
Yeah.
Without Erin's support, this wouldn't be possible. And this transatlantic bridge has been a connective bridge and really something that both Jason and I needed. I think everyone here in this room, we share the scares, the fear we had when the pandemic started. Everyone was scared. Everyone's reality was really flipped upside down. As Jason and I are two creatives with a love for Sweden, we both have enormous love for America as well, but also as two creatives, what's going to happen to us? What's going to happen in terms of our craft? Will we ever go back? What's going to happen to our young kids? So we just started to talk about it. And I think that if everyone kind of puts their mind back to a year and a half ago, around March
2020.
Yeah, March 2020. Jason came to New York, did an amazing concert at Ginny's. And a week later, he was going to Chicago, right? And we were talking back and forth, and I said, Jason, try to get home to your family because they're about to shut down the border. And that was a scary moment.
Going into March, I remember beginning of March when the first cases in the United States came. It was in Washington State. And everybody kept up this kind of optimistic hope that it's not gonna be that bad. It's gonna blow over. It's not gonna touch us. It's not gonna interfere with our lives and our plans and our dreams and what we want and our schedules. And Marcus was actually, when I called him, I think it was on the 12th of March, I was in Chicago, and I had all these plans for what I was going to do. I had an opening for my stage performance of A Drop of Midnight on March 30th. All these big plans that I'd worked so hard for. And Marcus said, Jason, you sound very soft about it now. When I called you, you were like, cancel everything.
Yeah.
Cancel everything. You need to go home, be with your family. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've been working my ass off for a year to make this happen. I can't. You're like, cancel everything. Yeah. And 2 days later, I got on a plane and I went back. It hit you really hard, I remember. I remember you said something like, what did you say, 10-2 or something? Yeah. It took me 10 years to build this, and it took 2 weeks to lose it all.
It took 25 years to build up and 10 days to break down.
Yeah, 25-10. Yep. But then I added a number to that. Yeah. I think it was 2. It'll take you 2 years to build it back up. But what you did was, instead of sitting on your hands and sitting at home being depressed about it, you flipped your restaurant, Red Rooster, into a...
like a soup kitchen, community
kitchen. A soup kitchen.
Yeah.
And how many meals did you
it
give out
wasn't me,
to the
it was
community?
the whole team, the community. We served about 250,000. So basically, the population of Malmö, basically, like 250,000 collectively over a year. We didn't do it alone. We did it with World Central Kitchen. And I didn't know how to do it, but I had a friend that had an organization, Jose Andres. And I would say, I want to go back, actually. I want to bring it back to Gothenburg. If everyone thinks about whatever fears they had, or anger, or bitterness, or whatever emotions you went through, I went through all of those too. And one of the things that I had the most scare about was that food really saved me. Food, like, I worked with cooking since I was 17, 18 years old. It gives me my identity, all the rooms, all the places. You're really talking to an advanced dishwasher and a wrapper, right? So think about that, right? And we've been collectively all over the world. But what you get through working is not just the work. You also get a certain level of discipline, which I know I really needed, right? You get a certain sense of la familia that you can talk to and share experiences. And you get this community, both from back of the house, your service staff, but also the guest. And I actually didn't know myself as an adult without food, without that pattern of getting up, going to work, coming back. And I was super scared of losing that.